Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Asian report for the 14th of June, starting with the ASX here. We're looking, in a bit of a nutshell, we're looking from wave 4 here to wave 5 here of wave 5. So quite a serious top here in this case. So also in this here, we're looking for 5 waves. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and then we've started this first wave up through here. So we'll also be looking for 5 waves in this sequence here as well, and then we'll see an ABC correction here that may pull back to the 61.8% or may just come back and sit on this level here, the 6,500. But this leg here, this third leg here, this is the one that we really want to trade in this case here, this nice strong third wave here. So let's just drill in and have a look at that. So the 4-hour chart here from this wave 4 here with wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here. Wave 4 hasn't pulled back to its level here, so just from wave 2 to wave 3 here. 38.2% retracement level is back at 6.5 here. So yeah, but it does appear that we may be pushing up from this point here now. So we'll take a closer look at that. So on the hourly chart here. So yeah, so from this reference point, wave 4 low here, we've got wave 1 and 2, nice strong third wave up here. I'm not sure if this is the top or this spike here is the top, but this is certainly wave 4 here. It's about the right size here compared to wave 2 here. It's just that, as I mentioned, it hasn't pulled back down to the wave 4 of one lesser degree, which is down here closer to the 6.5. So that still may occur, and this B wave here in that case would move up into this space here. So, but it does appear that the S&P 500 has started a move to the upside here. So we could certainly move up from here now. So once the market opens, if it pushes up, so Thursday is normally the bear day, and Friday and Monday normally the bullish days. So that's what we'd be looking for here. So if we can get a clear breach of these old highs here, then we can move up from that point. Yeah, so that's pretty much it really. So seeing strength today would send that to the upside, and we're seeing the S&P 500, we're seeing that into positive territory, not by much, but just 0.5%. But also too, the US market is pulled back into its wave 4 here now. So I suggest watching that video when it comes out as well. So for Hong Kong here, this is just the monthly chart, and we'll just sort of go back over this a little bit. So this was the GFC through here. We can count this up here as a bullish move to the upside here, but also too, we just need to be mindful of it being a corrective move to the upside as an A and a B and a C wave here for a larger B. And it's possible that we can come down here in 5 waves in terms of 1 and 2 here, and then down for wave 3, 4 and 5 here. So this move here is quite interesting. We've been over this before, but it's always good to go over them again. The move up through here pulled back up to the 61.8%, and the move down through here is also sitting at the 61.8%. So this is a really critical low. This has either got to move up from here, or if it breaks these current lows here, then we're in a stronger third wave from here. But also too, this move down through here, we would also want to see that come back up to its 61.8%. So it can come back up to its 61.8%, and then it can fail, and then it can move through here. So you need to be mindful of that. When it moves back up to its 61.8% retracement level here, if it finds support on that, then it's going to be bullish from that point and move up higher from there. So we're slowly getting there. I pointed out when we got here, and we're seeing that our new support would come in. We just need to see what that's going to look like. So just to the daily chart here. So it pulled up here to the 61.8%, and it's pulled back down here to the 61.8%. And then it's moved up. We're expecting it to move up into the 28 area through here. So let's just move in a little bit closer. I'm not sure if we've been working on the hourly or the 4 hour. Okay, so the move down through here appears to be in 5 waves. So 1 and 2, a nice strong third wave here, fourth wave and a fifth wave. So from this top here to this low here, this is the 61.8% mark here. So what we could say to ourselves now, if we get support on top of this level here, then if we move over to the closest largest number here, so the 27,500 here, if that becomes support, well then this market's in a bullish mode from that point. But otherwise, it's at this stage, it's still possible that it can move down in terms of, I'm not sure how this will play out through here, but what we'd be looking for here would be, I mean, this may even play out further here. So what I mean by that is this move down through here may come up here somewhat and then down here somewhat to its 61.8% retracement level. So if I bring this on, it does look like a fourth wave though, but I'll just put this in here because it's just basically about narrowing this situation down until we're only left with one result in the bigger picture. So it could move down into this space here, and then move up into this space here as a larger A, B, and C here, and then fail from that point. That's what we need to be a little bit mindful of. So in a nutshell, it's short under the 27,000 here, and we go long at this point here, but I really do need to allow this to play out here. But this, yeah, I really can't do much more than that with it. I mean, it does look bearish to me. I mean, on the 4 hour chart, we had this as a wave 4 top here. It didn't quite reach the 28. I should have been a little bit mindful because it stopped in at the 27,800 here, another 800 move here. This 800. Yeah, so apologies about that. But yeah, so but even as a wave 3 here and wave 4 here, this move down through here doesn't make a wave 5 just yet in this case. So it would still be, this would just be down for 1 here, back for 2 in an ABC correction, going back up to that 61.8%, then a third wave down, a fourth and a fifth wave down here. So that's what I'm sort of thinking. And now that we've got this strong move down through here as wave 1, that's likely. So just going back over this for a second, we can't really go long I mean, we can go long now because the US markets are pushing up, and this can push up into this space here. Yeah, in the bigger picture, just be mindful that we will definitely need to see 27,500 as the support there. The Indian market. So with the Indian market, we've been looking at this move up here as wave 3 up here, and we're looking for an A and a B and a C here for wave 4. The wave 2 low here to the top of wave 3 here has this area here as the 38.2% retracement level, which would probably be more likely in this case. So if I can copy this this one here and put that there. So I mean, it's not that we have to pull back to these sorts of areas, but and also too, because wave 2 was complicated here and also complicated here, we can expect wave 4 to be simple here. Normally we would look for something more complicated. So you can see how this one here was complicated, and then this one here was just a simple ABC correction. Normally we would have wave 2 like this sitting over here, but in this case it's the reverse of that. It's the guideline of alternation. So normally wave 2 is simple and sharp, and wave 4 is complex. But in this case we're getting we're getting an expanded flat correction in wave 2, which is not in the Elliott wave book, and it's complicated, and yeah, so we can expect this to be simple, but the problem here is that the other markets around the world are bullish, but this hasn't really, it hasn't had its wave 4 correction here. Technically, normally you would think it would be larger than this wave 4 here of one smaller degree. So it still may play out like that. We'll just see. We would only go long if we made a new top above the 12,000, if we had 12,000 as support. But anyway, let's go in and have a bit of a look at this here. So this is the top area here, and just for the sake of it here, we can just, that's done its little ABC there, we can just use this here. We can see this is 5 waves down here, so we can see that this is, we can look at this as an A and a B and a C wave here. So we're short here. If you went short there, that's fine. But now we're looking at, if you wanted to go long here now, then we can bring this down here on top of this one here. I'll still put that back up here, and I'll just put that to half a position in here by having a thinner line through here. So that would also act as a stop here for this short trade as well, if you're still in this short trade here. Yeah, so just check on this here. I mean, trend lines do move in the sand, so to speak, but they're helpful in their early stages. In their later stages, not so much. But yeah, so look, it's still pretty much the same. Let me just check on one more thing here. I just try to look at all the possibilities and then eliminate them one by one. So this is also the, if I can just remove this, move this now, that's our, so this move up through here came up to our 61.8% retracement level. I'd probably just, I think we just should move that up a little bit here, this one here. Let's just, because this is quite sharp through here, so it's probably going, and this is pulled back to its 61.8% roughly here. So we are going to see another move up here likely. So we just want to find that top there. So once that top comes into play here, then put the green line on top, and then if it moves through, then go for it at that point. Of course, if you wanted to get in early with this, then the 900 here as support would be a catalyst, because you can see at the moment that this is the resistance area here, the 900. So if that became support, then you'd need to get out of your long position, a short position at that point, and then enter long at that point. But it may not get you all the way up. It may just get you to the 61.8%. And then fold back down on you here as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. So you'll need to be mindful of that here. If it's going to be bullish, it's going to sit like this, and if it's bearish, then it's going to have a bounce off here and then move back down this way through here. So just give it a little bit of space at this stage. But this move here is in 5 waves here, so it does make it bearish for the short term, but above the 11, say 950 here, then we can turn bullish from that point, getting a small position and looking to build on top of this position here. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. Cheers.